15 great pieces of retirement advice for 2026. Guys, leave me comments. What is the best, let's say the best retirement advice you've heard last year that's going to take you through 2026? Let us know, just so we all know, so we can all learn from it. So here we go, 15 of them for you. Number one, don't forget to enjoy your life while you are saving for retirement. You know, you hear about it in fire community a lot. People saving 40%, 50% of their income for retirement. Are they really enjoying their life? Okay, now some of them doing the coast fire where they front save this, right? They just save for like 10, 20 years, and then they cut way back. Okay, if that's your idea, if that's the policy you're going by, fine. You'll enjoy your life. You're deferring your enjoyment until after you've done that heavy savings. But if you're not, guys, you know, I saved like about 25% of my income the last 4 or 5 years before I retired. Before that, it was just gradual increments of it increasing 6%, 8%, 10%. That way, I could still enjoy my life. I could still take nice vacations and stuff like that. So don't just kill yourself and torture yourself saving for retirement before you retire. Enjoy your life. Number two, make friends with your retired self before you retire. What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. Find an older person, those of you who haven't retired yet, who you think is embodying the lifestyle that you will have when you're retired. Learn from them. Soak in all the information you can from those people who you think will be retiring. Their retirement will be very similar to what you envision yours to be. Hey, it could change down the road, but let's say if you're targeting $1 million to retire. Okay, find someone who's kind of living on that. You're targeting $500,000. Find someone who is living on that and just pick their brain. How do they go about doing that? How are they doing in retirement? It's a great strategy. Number three, figure out where you want to retire before you retire. Now, yeah, it seems simple, right? What I mean by that is go to these places, take extensive vacations. Okay, I'm talking 1, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks in one spot before you retire, so you can just sit there, soak in the ambiance. Okay, how does it feel at 2 p.m.? How does it feel at 7 a.m.? You don't want to get a future of home next to someone who, cranks up their Harley at 6 a.m. every morning going to work, right? You have to go there multiple times so you can soak in the environment at different times, guys. Also different seasons. It might be great in the summer, but it just might suck in the winter, right? It might be like 10 degrees outside and you don't like that stuff. You got to figure this out before you retire. Do extensive research on that. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If that's something you like, think about subscribing and like the video. And if you really like it, down here are 2 more ways to support this channel. Number 4, keep planning for your retirement, even in your retirement. For those of you who have retired already, or even for those who haven't, just because you've hit your retirement date, that doesn't mean you can't still be planning for your retirement. You have to it's always good to just take in all the different things change, right? The environment changes, the economy changes, the political scene changes. You always have to be planning even after you're retired. I'm 65, okay? Let's say I retired at 64. How's this going to look different when I'm 70? You should be planning for on down the road in retirement when you first retired. Let's say you're 10 years into retirement. Where am I going to be at 20 years? You always got to keep planning, even after you've retired. Number 5, do a worst case scenario at least every year, maybe 6 months. How do you do that? Go to an online calculator. I've said this many times. There's a free calculator called iCalc. Now, there's some great calculators and retirement planning tools that you can pay for. I'm not into that. Okay, I'm pretty confident about what I'm doing. I can get what I can get from online free stuff. Go to iCalc. Input a worst case scenario. Input like 8% inflation for 1 year. Okay, input a terrible market, extended terrible market. Let's say for 3 years. How are your assets holding up? What is the confidence percentage? How much did it go down? Was it before like 95% chance of, your retirement savings lasting 30 years? Has it now gone down to like 75? That's significant. Has it only gone down to 90%? Not so much. You're still looking good, right? For me, if I could always keep it above a 90% retirement confidence percentage, I felt I was doing well. But put in those worst case scenarios. You have to do that. You can't just go in there eyes wide open and, oh my God, if something happens, it happens. No, you got to plan for that. Put in those worst case scenarios at least once a year. Number 6, do something amazing. Okay, those of you, some of you may have great retirement plans. It's like, I am going to go to Europe for 2 months. Great. Others of you might just say, I'm going to retire and then, we'll see what happens. I'll do this and this. I'll watch TV a little bit. Guys, this is your time to do something amazing. How often have you ever had more than like 2 or 3 weeks off in a row while you're working to do something, right? You might have wanted to go on, a hike of the Alps. That'll take you a month, staying at little hostels, right? Plan and do something amazing, especially when after you first retire. It doesn't have to be in the first couple months, could be in the first year or something, but take advantage of those go-go years while you can still do something amazing, right? Number 7, be realistic about your retirement lifestyle. Okay, you could be 50 years old, let's say, planning to retire at 62. Okay, you're on track to probably retire with, let's say, $700,000. Okay, great. But don't go into it just thinking, you know what? We're going to have an incredible market for the next 12 years and I'm going to retire with $1.5 million. And then plan accordingly to that in your mind, in the things you're going to buy, in the places you might want to retire to. I know it's tempting. To always look on the bright side, right? But guys, be realistic about what your retirement lifestyle will be. Okay, don't go into it with just like, rose-tinted glasses. Is that it? Is that the saying? Be realistic about where you're going to be. Look at something right in the middle, not the very optimistic market projections, not the very negative, something right in the middle. Go with that. Okay. Number 8, create a retirement group. This is always good to bounce ideas off people. I have a text group. We go back and forth all day long, sometimes very serious topics, sometimes retirement topics, sometimes very stupid, silly 16-year-old humor topics, okay? But it's good to have a retirement group that you can bounce ideas off of. We occasionally bounce ideas about retirement off each other because everyone in that group is retired. Get yourself a retirement group. This is great for feedback. There could be an idea that you're thinking about doing and you think it's just great. Hey, out of your 4-person group, 3 people think it's terrible. Make you rethink that. It might be eye-opening. Yeah, get a retirement group. Everyone's retired. What are they doing? What are their ups? What are their downs? What are their pros? What are their cons? It's always good to know that. Number 9, get a pet. Now, unfortunately, I have been wanting to do this since I got retired, but unfortunately, my girlfriend does not allow pets in the house. I'm going back and forth, every couple weeks to LA. So what do I do when I'm down in LA for a week or 2 with my pet? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. There are some, options I could do, but I'm not comfortable with those options. Do I want to just give the pet to a pet sitter for a week or 2? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. So what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm still working on her. So honey, if you're watching this, I'm still working on you. Number 10, always keep learning. Guys, just because you're retired, just because you've reached the promised land, just because all you want to do is sit around and do nothing, keep learning, guys. I don't think you should ever stop learning. I just went onto Instagram. I just started a channel on Instagram, which is doing great. If you guys want to join, the link is down in the description. I didn't know anything about Instagram. Learn. Within a couple days, within a day, I was up and running. Within, say, a week, I was pretty comfortable with what I was doing. Always keep learning. Why not? It's exciting. Just because you're 72, is there an age limit for learning? No. Keep learning, guys. It'll keep life exciting for you. Number 11, streamline your lifestyle before you retire. What does that mean? Well, the obvious, get rid of stuff that You've heard that rule. It's like if there's clothes in your closet that you haven't worn for a year, doesn't matter how many times you look at it and go, oh my God, I love that. If you haven't worn it in a year, get rid of it. Donate it, right? Streamline your lifestyle. Streamline all your stuff. So when you get to retirement, it's like a new start, right? All these paperwork you've had, I don't know, for 10, 12 years. Do you really still need it? Get rid of it. So when you hit retirement, man, it is a brand new start for you. Everything will be clean and new and sparkly. Number 12, take full advantage of catch-up contributions. After 50, you can contribute more to your retirement accounts. After 60, you can contribute even more, up to, I believe it's the age of 63. Take full advantage of that, guys. I didn't know about that until the last, I think it was 2-3 years before I retired. I didn't take full advantage of it. I could have been better than a little over $500,000 if I did when I retired. Take full advantage of those catch-up contributions. Number 13, plan your retirement vacations. Maybe for the first couple years. You talk about getting excited about something, guys. That will get you excited about retirement, especially for those of you who are in danger of going through one more year syndrome. Well, I'm financially set, but should I really retire? I'm just not ready. If you've got those vacations lined up, let's say 4 weeks here, the first month, 3 months later, another 4 weeks here, 6 months or 2-3 months later, we're going across country 6 weeks, visiting all the national parks in an RV. If you've got those set up, guys, that's something to look forward to, right? Isn't that something to look forward to? That'll snap you right out of one more year syndrome. Number 14, inflation-proof your savings. What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. If you've got a little amount of cash on hand, bump that up to at least like 2 years cash on hand. Okay, bump it up there, guys. If you want to, get into some government bonds, do that. Those can inflation-proof your savings to a certain extent. How do you inflation-proof savings? A lot of diversification and cash on hand. If you want to, now I wouldn't advise going past 2 years cash on hand, but the reason you want cash on hand is because if the inflation's going up, and especially if you're in a bad market, and you have to dip even more into your retirement savings, you can dip into cash, okay? So inflation-proof your savings as much as you can. Number 15, and this should have been number 1 probably. And I've said it before on the channel numerous times, but it's very important. Do not compare your retirement to anyone else's retirement. Friends, family, neighbor. Some of them, you might know how much they retired on. Doesn't matter. You're jealous of them going on vacations every month. Some you might not know how much they had to retire, but you can probably guess, right? By the types of cars they have, by, I don't know, the size of their house, by how often they go on vacation. You cannot, guys, whatever you retired on is what you retired on. And you know what? If you want more, get a side hustle, get a part-time job so you can go on better vacations, longer vacations, right? Because you're not dipping into your savings all the time. Do not, I beg you, do not compare your savings to other people's savings. Should have been number 1 probably. And there you go. Don't compare your savings. No, don't compare your retirement. Well, it goes along with it. Don't compare your retirement to anyone else's retirement. And as always, from the beautiful, man, it was 42 yesterday. Today it's about 62. Much better. From the beautiful high desert, we got this.